Now, possible problems in awakening, bodily discomfort. Now, when we did this relaxation after lunch, see, for most of you, it's a first experience in this sort of a technique or this sort of a relaxation. Now, our body reacts in a strange way sometimes to a new experience. Some people, when they did it for the first time, reported to me that they felt very hot when they opened their eyes, perspiring. Did anybody feel that in this group? One. Some reported that they felt very chilly, quite the opposite. They felt very cold. Did anybody feel that? One person, two, three. Three people felt cold. Now here, sitting in the same room, one person felt hot, three people felt chilly. Some people reported that they felt there was some sort of a numbness in their arm or part of their body somewhere. Anybody felt that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Some people felt there was a pins and needles sensation that they experienced. Anybody? Okay. Somebody experienced some slight pain or an ache somewhere. Me. Yeah. Okay. All these things are normal reaction of your body to a new experience. And as you practice it, they go away without a trace. So I'm making you aware of it, so you say, oh my God, what's happening? So you know now what is happening. This is normal. So bodily discomfort. 2, abrupt or premature awakening. Suddenly you are lying down, relaxing, and as I say, the kid staggers. Oh, what happened? Or a phone suddenly rings. I suggest you take the phone off the hook. Because in Bombay, the good thing is that 80% of the numbers don't belong to you. 80% of the callers are, they're not calling you, they want somebody else. And chances are in this 20 minutes, there's nothing important that is going to come through. So take it off the hook. 3rd, reluctance to awaken. Now you don't have to worry because you'll be doing it to yourself. But sometimes when I used to do clinical, help service rather, treat people that is, I had 3 times it happened in Montreal. Insomniacs particularly, when they come for treatment and you tell them they're enjoying it, it feels so good, and suddenly 20 minutes later you're at the count of 3 going to open your eyes feeling refreshed. They say, you want to bet? They are not interested in opening their eyes because they are enjoying it. So one time it happened, the first time, what we do in a case like this if it happens? First we check out whether the person has fallen asleep, because sometimes while the person might fall asleep, in which case the connection is not there anymore. Communication is lost because he stops hearing you. So you check it out, if he's fallen asleep, you just wake him up like you wake up anybody who's asleep. If the person is still under hypnosis and has not opened the eyes, amateur hypnotists sometimes have this problem. They do not separate their voice quality from that induction to awakening. So they sound like this. At the count of 3, you're going to open your eyes feeling refreshed, relaxed, and wonderful. When you feel so good and comfortable. So the person just hears the drone, he's not hearing the words. So he's going deeper and deeper while this person is talking about awakening. So the voice should be a little different. At the count of 3, you will open your eyes feeling refreshed, relaxed, and comfortable, and voice will change. So repeat awakening process. That's another way we do it. If nothing works, ask the person, why are you not opening your eyes? So I asked this person, I said, what is the matter? He said, I'm enjoying this, Prof. Can I have 20 more minutes? I said, sure. I had nothing better to do. I said, go ahead. Second time, I had a patient coming right after. Another guy had come, another insomniac. Similar thing. He said, I want some more time. I said, I have another patient, so if you want to do it, that will be $100 extra. I'm going to go in my bed, he says, and he got up right away. He woke up right away. Third time, another patient coming right after. So I again told him, he said, I want some extra time. I said, another patient coming, it will cost you extra money. I just did a joke, half joke, I said. He says, go ahead and bill me, my company is paying for this. So that didn't work. So the point is, generally, this doesn't happen but this few times it did happen that I told you about. Okay, that brings us to topic 8, hypnotic sleep versus normal sleep. Hypnotic sleep versus normal sleep. Now, in spite of the fact that we spend almost one third of our life sleeping, is that right? No, we do. One third of our life sleeping. We hardly know what happens during that time. As a matter of fact, the research about sleep done through scientific observation, that is through machines and other things, is fairly recent, since 50s. Until 1950s, whatever we knew about sleep was generally done through observation and guesses. In 50s, it all changed because a machine was invented, electroencephalogram, a machine that measures basically the electrical activities in your brain. It comes out in 4 major frequencies. 14 to 40 cycles is known as beta frequency. 14 to 40. 7 to 14 alpha. If you have read Transcendental Meditation article about it by Keith Wallace, that's the alpha activity is talking about, that is that. 7 to 14 cycles. 4 to 7 is theta, THETA, and 0 to 4 is delta. If it's a 0, the machine draws a straight line, doctor gives you a certificate. You are no more, brother. All right. Now, with this machine, experiments and research was done. One of the foremost research was in Chicago. And now we know the normal pattern of a normal individual under normal circumstances. There are too many normal things here. A normal individual, if he's drunk, it is not normal circumstance because the pattern will change. But otherwise, this is the pattern. As you go to sleep, there is a 4-phasic sleep of about 90 minutes duration, followed by a 15 to 20 minute period known as paradoxical sleep, or REM, R-E-M, rapid eye movement, followed by another 90 minutes, another 15 to 20 minutes, another 90, another 15 to 20. So every night we have these total time of 60 to 80 minutes of dreaming activity or dream activity. Whether you remember any of these dreams is irrelevant. We dream 60 to 80 minutes per night, every night. Research also suggested something very fascinating, is that if people were awakened during that dream period, which means if they were not allowed REM sleep, that REM sleep deprivation will drive them crazy. They will make them insane. Which means REM activity is important for our mental health. Different drugs change the REM sleep. For example, alcohol will reduce the dream activity. That's why alcoholics, when they sleep for 8 hours and still wake up feeling tired, because they have not gotten that REM sleep. Okay, so this is the normal thing. Now, when I speak of hypnotic sleep versus normal sleep, I am comparing it not with the REM sleep periods, but with this 90-minute period. That's what I am comparing it with. And the differences are listed in your manual on topic 8. Are you looking at it? In a normal physiological sleep, which means those 90 minutes period, no responses to stimuli or suggestion, while in a hypnotic state, the person does respond to suggestion. Reflexes such as the knee jerk are diminished or abolished in a normal sleep. They are present in a hypnotic sleep. Knee jerk reflexes when you go to a doctor and he hits you here on the knee, that. So the limbs become flaccid from cessation of muscular tone and action in a normal sleep, while the muscles become rigid or cataleptic in a hypnotic sleep by suggestion. No reasoning ability in deep sleep. In hypnosis, the person retains his reasoning ability. And EEG recordings or electroencephalographic recordings during hypnotic sleep are more similar to the awakened state than to the sleep state, and that same goes to heart and lung action. So what I'm suggesting is hypnotic sleep is quite different than the deep sleep that we speak of. Now about this flaccidity and rigidity of the muscle, there is one thing I want to demonstrate here today, which has fascinated people for centuries. For centuries. Anybody who has seen a stage show of hypnosis has seen that the person is made very, very stiff and is put in between two chairs. How many have seen it? What did you think when you saw it? Merchant Sahab, आपने देखा है ना? What did you think when you saw it?
Sleep on the two chairs between without any support.
In the middle.
Yeah.
So what did you think when you saw it?
उसके ऊपर दूसरा आदमी बैठा हुआ भी देखा.
उसके somebody sat down on him or stood on him, right? Were you surprised?
Yes.
You were. You think you can do it? No. Okay. Who else has seen? Anybody else? Yeah. Doctor, what did you think?
Well, I just thought that the muscles have become very tense.
Huh.
That's about all.
That's about all. Good. Anybody else has seen it? That's it? Just two people? Okay. When a stage hypnotist shows this, he makes a big do about it, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, now one of the most fascinating items in the world, the still body act. Still body act. And the drums start rolling, the lights go dim, and a spotlight comes on one of the subjects, somnambistic subject that he has hypnotized. He is made stiff. He's put in between two chairs, and the hypnotist sits on him or stands on him, and the people in the audience, wow. Miracles of hypnosis. Fantastic. Now, they are reasonably impressed. When I first taught this course in Bombay, in 1973, I had 3 stage hypnotists in my class. I didn't know them. They came to check out what they thought was a competition. So they came. I didn't know who they were. And when we came to this, I said, stage hypnotists do this with this. I did whatever I did now. And I said, I will do it with any one of you without any hypnosis whatsoever. And these 3 hypnotists jumped. You know, they thought this was the chance to really put me down. So they were observing all the people, and they found the least susceptible person in the group. He said, can you really do it to him? I said, sure, I will. So I did it. They said, we have a confession to make. We thought it could only be done under deep hypnosis with selected subjects. Because I can do it with anybody, and so he says it cannot be done, so Merchant Sahib aao. Okay, I'll need some people for help here. I want you to lie down here. Lie down here, please. Like that. Okay, I need 2-3 people. Come on, Sunil. Come. Now all of you to get up to see what I'm doing. So otherwise you say, what did you do? You can just circle him and look at him. It's a very simple thing. I'm basically going to teach him how to stiffen his body. That's all there is to it. Are you all looking? Everybody can see? You cannot possibly see, right? Come forward. Merchant Sahib, aaram thi raho. Unghi jawan jarur nahi. Okay. Everybody can see it? He says, watch out for my shoes. The guy is a shoe seller. You know, you have a shoe shop. What do you care? Sorry. Okay, raise your right arm. Raise your right arm. Okay, now make a fist. Now make it as stiff as possible. So I cannot bend it. Come on, put more strength. Put more strength. That's right. Press against me. That's better. That's better. Now you know how you done it. So now I have taught him how to stiffen his arm. Basically, right? Now put your arm by your side. Both of your arms together. Now I'm going to count to 5 and you stiffen your whole body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift him. Keep your whole body very, very stiff. In the middle also. Stiffen. Stiffer here and here. Come on, stiffer than that. That's better. Stiffer here. Here, there. See how stiff it is?
Yeah, that's right.
That's all there is to it. Get down. He thinks we are going to lift him again. Tomorrow shoes, sahib. Huh?
Thank you very much. A new experience.
New experience? Okay.
Great.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's that simple. And this passes under the name of miraculous powers of hypnosis. Simplest little thing. Okay, that brings us to topic 12. Topic 12. Suggestions. Suggestion. Okay. I've been saying since morning a lot of things about communication and suggestion and skillful use of them. When I used to teach English grammar once upon a time, I used to dissect or break down sentences into subject and a predicate and a dangling modifier and that which qualifies what God knows. Now when I teach communication, I classify sentences in different way. There are 6 major types of suggestions we use. They are listed there for you. Positive, negative, dominative, permissive, direct, and indirect, which doesn't tell you much. So some notes, marginal notes. Negative suggestions have reversed effect. Now this is a simple rule. There was one dentist who, after attending a course, by this one rule he applied that into his practice. So beautifully, I'll tell you about him. Just to know, I want you to appreciate how this simple rule can do so much for you. Anytime your child has a toothache, he comes to you or she comes to you, is that right? Son, your daughter. Daddy or mommy, I got this toothache. So daddy or mommy says, we will take you or I will take you to a dentist. So far so good. To the little child it means that the dentist is a nice person who is going to get rid of this toothache. Is that correct? But mommy or daddy don't just say that much. You know what they say? I'll take you to a dentist, but do not cry when it hurts. So little kid thinks, oh my God, I was thinking about losing this pain. They are talking about additional pain. Is that true? On the way to the dentist, father very reassuringly tells the son, Ramesh, remember, don't vomit on Dr. White's apron, doctor's white apron. Please don't vomit on it. I mean, little Ramesh didn't even know that doctors wear aprons. No, but he says, don't vomit on doctor's apron. Children must be vomiting, otherwise why would daddy tell me? He walks into the dentist's office, and this nurse's, an assistant or a nurse or a secretary comes and looks at Ramesh. Hi Ramesh, it's not going to hurt. She thinks she's reassuring him. And this kid says, oh my God. And out comes the dentist wearing a white apron. Visual suggestion. Ramesh takes one look at it and says, this is the one I'm supposed to vomit on. Because why would he wear it otherwise, you know? My father doesn't wear it. Why would this dentist wear it? Children must be vomiting. And then you're sitting in that waiting room, and in a doctor's office, in India, and when you walked into a doctor's waiting room, it's like everybody's quiet, like it's a graveyard. And they flip through 18 years old magazine, well, somebody has taken all the bad pictures away. Isn't that right? And you feel so terrified. And in a dentist's office, when you're doing it, you hear in the background. See the and you feel it's your tooth that they are drilling. You see the point? How suggestions work and they keep on being reinforced. So this dentist, knowing this, has changed first of all the whole decor in his office. Nobody wears a uniform in his office. In America particularly, when doctors walk in, they wear this plastic white uniform. They look antiseptically sick. So it's terrible. And they look researched, they are so well dressed, in a way that you look at it, there's something like they come out of a fashion model shop with such a uniform. And so in this dentist's office, everybody is dressed like as if somebody's household. The waiting room is decorated as if it is somebody's drawing room. Nobody ever uses the word hurt or pain. Even if you ask, is it going to hurt, doctor? You might feel a little pressure. You can take it. Nothing. And the operation room is soundproof. Doctor does not wear an apron. And the best part, particularly in North America, dentistry, besides being a dental problem, is a social problem. Which means people who go to a dentist, they wonder, how would I look? Would I smile and the teeth will fall out? Things like that. They are always concerned about such things. So at the end, there is a dinner. Every weekend, the dentist takes everybody to a restaurant because they say, what about this? Oh, we're going to go to this dinner, you will find out. So everybody is happy. It becomes group therapy in a way. He has 6-month-long waiting list. Just one rule he remembered, negative suggestions have reversed effect. India, it's worse because when parents cannot discipline their children, you know what they tell the children? I'll call your doctor. He'll give you injection. So the children, doctors are their born enemies, They are conditioned by their parents. They are terrified of them. If the relative happens to be a doctor, he comes just to visit, the child is hiding under the bed. Come on, have good manners, do namaste to uncle. It's going. And they wonder why is he doing it? Because they've taught him. They've taught him to do it this way. They've instilled this fear, mortal fear in this kid. Think about it. We do so much damage to so many people without being aware of it. So negative, positive. Now, another pair, dominative or permissive. There is one piece of research that suggests that the parents who are extremely dominative or extremely permissive have children with criminal tendencies. Come home by 8 o'clock or I'll break your legs. Very dominative type. You might have seen fathers like that, Orthodox type, they've seen them. Other type. Other types, very permissive. Come home anytime you want. It's your life. Underlying messages make a mess of it. In both cases, what is conveyed to the child is that we don't give a damn.